Now then, well, after my last few projects and I finished it, I thought, oh, I want something a bit easier. I want something that's going to be quite quick, not to worry too much about, and we can do in, well, a day, but it doesn't matter. I've had just an odd hour the last few days. What it is, to start with, I had that motor, right, that little motor. I don't know what voltage it was, and I just tried it on a battery and it didn't work. So I kept going and I got to 12 volts and it seems to work. I think it's come out of a computer or something. Anyway, I made a little spindle there and I glued it on and it's actually worked. So that's one thing that did work. Anyway, I can make it out of aluminium, or I've got some steel computer things. I had a sheet of this, which is perspex, you see, and in fact I think I made my last boat windscreen out of it, you know. I seem to think that's what I had it for. Anyway, I thought I'll use it, you know, we've got it. So I've cut some bits up and I've got a base and two sides and two ends. So I've got those, and the whole idea originally was to glue it together, which makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, you know how gluing works and me. And it's still the same, I'm afraid. So what I did, I got well, that piece actually, and that piece, because it's still got the glue on it, and I stuck it together like that, and using this wherever it's gone, it's on here somewhere, that 60-second glue that I showed you before. There we are, using that 60-second all-purpose glue. Yeah. So to make sure it was square, I got me square, the other end of course. I'll do it one-handed just to show you, like that, and put some glue on one edge as it says. Alright, and I held it like that, and as you can see from there it should be square, shouldn't it? So I held it for about 2 minutes and it appeared to stick. Took it off, went downstairs for half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, come back, of course it didn't stick. Well, how do you fasten it together? And you know, if you had a tiny screws and a tap, you could probably drill and tap it, but that would be laborious. And so although I didn't want to do it this way, my mate Adrian gave me some good tape when we were doing field bangers a couple of years ago, and I've got enough left. So although I don't want to, I'm going to tape it together. I've got that black paint I did the engine with, haven't I? So I can spray it at the end. So anyway, you've got the idea, we're making a box. And that's the question, isn't it? What sort of box? See how long it is before you can suss it out. Right, so what I'll do, I'll just, I've got a knife somewhere, it might not be sharp enough, I don't know. I will just try to see how we get on doing this bit of it. I'll just do one edge of this box, because I haven't, there's one thing, this tape sticks, I know it does. And I want enough just to go over the end, like that. So, and then hopefully, the idea is that I can cut it off, level, you know, and tidy it up. And as I say, it isn't ideal, it's not what I want, but this has got to be a quick project that works. without frying my brain like the last one or two have. I mean, there was that stupid kid's steam engine that was supposed to be easy to do. Well, if you haven't got a multi-million-pound machine shop or loads of training and tools and that, it's just impossible. So anyway, we've got this, and I've got to make sure I get it on the right way. So what I'm going to do is just put that as level as I can in the middle and stick that on there like that, and then get this piece. See, with it being on this tape, at least you can slide it nearly to the edge and pull that tight like that, and we will have a look in a moment and see well, look, that's a fairly reasonable join, isn't it? Can you see? Right, so now what I'm going to do is put the other side on and put an end in. Cut these pieces off, and you know, we'll see how we go on. So I'll just do that and then I'll get back to you. Well, I've got the box made, look, and it's actually fairly strong. This is what I was hoping to get when I glued it together, but I mean, you can nearly stand on that, you know. So it's not been quite as bad as I thought, and I don't know if I can show you or not on here, but can you see that? How can I hold it? There we are. I mean, I don't know if you can see, but that is pretty square, you know. It's not a mile out, fraction out there, but you know, it's half decent job, isn't it? You know, look, I mean, it's pretty square, so that looks all right. Anyway, have you guessed what it is yet? I was hoping to sort of finish this straight away, but we won't be, so you've got to have another. Anyway, you'll get another video to watch. We haven't got very long, I know, but we've always got too long, haven't we? So, right, well, I'll tell you what I've done and what we're trying to do. Have you guessed what it is yet? Now, there's the lid, right, and I've cut that piece out, right, and I've also cut up a tiny piece of aluminium, that into a little bit of angle. Now, very small, I mean, that's about an eighth by quarter, something like that, you know. And I've got one other little flat bit, and I've shown you the motor I've got. Well, the other problem I've got, I think I'm going to have to try and glue the motor in. Right, so I've got that with a bit of fishing line on, and I have just tried it on a battery, and I'll show you tomorrow. I think that's the best way, because it means it's easy enough to do, but anyway, it works. That's the thing. So have you got any idea what it is yet? Oh, and I've also got 2 bits of thin wire. I'm going to need those. Have you got any idea yet? Right, well, as I say, I was thinking, what can I do quickly? And I saw this motor here in my box over there. I'd saved it fairly recently, that computer or something, I can't remember. Anyway, I thought, I got that motor, what can we use it for? What can I make that's going to work quite quickly? You know, and not take a month to do and fry my brain. And I thought, what about an automaton? And I thought, oh, there's different ones. I thought, well, what about a money box? I've been making coins, haven't I? So, what the idea is, whether it'll work or not, we don't know, obviously. But I've also found 2. I could have done with 4, but very, very small. I'll put one down because I don't want to lose these. I've actually found 2 and 2 nuts, right, to hold the aluminium on. So I don't know if you can see that, but well, tiny things they are, you know, nearly like watchmaker stuff. Anyway, I've got those. So what I thought we might try to do is, if I mount the motor in the bottom and I hinge that middle piece about near the end like that, the idea is you put a coin on it which acts as a switch, so that will go on there, if you can see, like that, and that the other side like that. I can't tip it up because they're fastened yet. We've still got to determine all the lengths and that. There's a little bit of working out to do, and we might end up with a couple of holes in, but you know, that doesn't matter. And put a coin on which will act as a switch, and then it will tip up and slide into the box, and the flap will drop back again, ready for the next one. So that was what the general idea was. Whether it'll work or not, we don't know. So I thought, well, the other problems are working with plastic. How do you pivot it and stop it? So I've thought, these rods, it will just rest on it. So all I've got to do is to cut a small groove in the top of this and the underside of this, so that'll rest on that, and that'll make a pivot. And then for the stop, of course, I can just do the same the other end, and I might be able to show you for the stop. If I just something like that, you see, only it'll be half indent, right? It'll drop back on there. Now also, you remember, if it's not heavy enough to pull itself back, I'm going to start here, like that. Because, if you remember, I drilled some tubes, didn't I? To try and make this, stupid failed attempt of a pointless kid's steam engine that we had to go at. Didn't give up on it, I just proved that it's not a thing that a kid can do with no thing, you know. So I've got those, and I've also got some cap screws, little cap screws with a drill side and a tap for that. So if we need a counterbalance on it, which we probably will, I've got those, can't I? I can put as many as I like and use those for a counterbalance. I thought that might just work. Anyway, so what do you think? It's just something a bit novelty, so all you'll do is come along and put your penny on and it'll tip up and put it in the box and drop back again for the next one, or your 2p or your shilling, whatever you want, you know. Oh, and the last thing to tell you, I'll tell you what, it's a short video. I will just finish with some good news. We don't get that much, do we? Right, my last project, the engine. I'll just finish and tell you about that, because it's right, it was what, Christmas Day. I took it back to Mark, who gave me it, and I tried it, and for the first demo it worked. Anyway, Tom was there and he told me it was last run 8 years ago. That was when it last run, so we're about right there. And it actually worked, and he was going to video it and send to his friend. So I said, well, I'll do it. So I took a very quick video of it working, and you know, just to share with him, you see, and with his mates, just to show him. So let's end on a good note, eh? It's not been a bad day, has it? Eh? We've made the box. It's quite strong, look. And I didn't be able to glue it, but I have been able to tape it. And as I say, it'll all be sprayed black when I'm done, so it doesn't really matter, does it?